Hey? Oh, bird, what doing? Bird, what have you got? Afternoon, everybody. Hey, gang. It's us. We are here. We are here. We are here for all your slightly damp magpie live streaming needs. Just thinking what we needed now was a slightly damp magpie. What do you think? At least it's warmer today. Well, less cold. You know it. Hey, hey, hi. Yeah, today it's like 10, 11 degrees centigrade here. And still not warm, but definitely not like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're having a bath sort of cold. Hello, afternoon. Hey gang, come on in. Bird. Look at you lot turning up. Yay. Ooh. You smell like a lamb chop. Because you've been bathing in water that you've made soup in, haven't you? Reckon? Yeah. Ahoy, ahoy, hoy. You've been bathing in lamb soup. And yes, smell like a butcher's. Yeah, Heidi, hi. Oh dear. Every time. All I can do is like my English brain just automatically chants it back, just every time. The bird smells like meat, definitely. Oh, you smell like lamb fat. Oh, that's treacle. You smell gorgeous. Tell you what though, that lamb chop did some serious business. That is, I think it's entirely gone. I'm gonna have to like scrabble around to find the tiny bit of bone that was in there. She has enjoyed every single speck of that thing. Haven't you? I've got good news. There's another one in the freezer that you can have in a couple of weeks' time. Be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's the first snow in this winter. Ooh. Oh, yesterday was terrible. I didn't feel warm the entire day. We had the heating on. We were regularly having hot water bottles and that kind of thing. At no point yesterday did I feel even vaguely warm. Even in the house, I didn't feel warm. Yeah, SCP. Bird smells like me. The bird must be sniffed regularly, or... Hey. Yeah, you 100% smell like lamb. You smell like a lamb chop. Why is that? Eh? Have you been sleeping on? Adding to the wood stove, yeah. Well, the bird smells like lamb chop because she had a lamb chop on Sunday. She had like a... I left her alone. Yeah, chuck a bit of mint sauce on there. And she had a lamb chop as a treat. And I put it on top of the Boogle platform for her to peck, to like find and peck. And she's really enjoyed it. And she's had a bath because she's got a slightly damp belly. And I think what's happened is she's been washing the lamb in the bowl she bathes in. I mean, there's nothing bobbing around in there, but she smell, you know that sort of thing where you walk past a butcher's and you can smell like that sort of a little bit less grumpy. Yeah, well, she's a little bit less cold. That sort of thing where you walk past a butcher's and you can sort of smell it. Like even if you're blindfolded, you'd be able to go, I'm outside a butcher's, right? She just smells like that. Easy on the ankle, bird. Don't do that. Don't pull at your feathers. Idiot bird. Yeah, that sort of meaty... It's a really weird smell, isn't it? But that smell. Alright. Yeah, smell meaty. Oh, that's really cool. You smell meaty. That's a compliment in some countries. What are you talking about? Sophie, what's this? Tiny Spice. Yeah, I mean, I don't go into butchers. That's not true. Miss me. I used to go to this really cool little butcher in town, just for bones. He would I had a thing that I went in there. It was on the way back from somewhere I used to, like a sandwich shop I used to go to, and I went in there one day and just said, "Hey, do you ever get any like lamb bones or like beef bones that you just don't know what to do with and that kind of thing? Because if you do me a bag of them, I'll buy them off you." And he's like, "Yeah, I do. I have to pay somebody to come and collect bones. So if you want to give me a couple of quid for like a carrier bag full of bones and stuff, then yeah, I'll see you, right?" Yeah, he assumed it was for a dog. He's like, "Oh, what dog have you got?" I said, "Oh, I haven't got a dog." You know. And he's like, "Okay, take the bones and go away, weirdo." So yeah, I would give him a couple of quid for this like plastic bag full of like bones still with bits of scraps of meat on them and bits of like bone stuff on them. Yeah, it's one of those black and white breeds, you know, one of those. And oh, I see, it's one of those, right? Okay. And yeah, so every now and again I turn up with this bag of, like, whenever I'm passing. He didn't save them specially for me. It's just whenever I was passing, I called in, and so we always had these like shoulder bones or that kind of thing just knocking around that Sophie and the crows would peck. There wasn't really a lot of meat on them, but there was a lot of like gammy, sinewy stuff that they enjoyed. Hey, hiya. Oh. See, why can't you biff that with your top beak and not your bottom beak? Like, I know why you're doing that, but if you don't trim that beak soon, I'm gonna have to. And that's one of those situations where neither of us win. There's Ducky there in the foreground. Hi, Ducky. Oh yeah, she'd eat marrow. Yeah, marrow was good. Like, if there was ever any sort of like connectivity tissue joint stuff, she'd be into that too. Like, really, yeah, like, oh, this is disgusting. Brilliant. She's more into that kind of thing than she is just like a bowl full of like beef mince or something. Because like if you put some beef mince in her food bowl, she's like, "Yeah, this is nice. We'll eat it." But hey, hiya. But if you give her something, the trick is to give her something that you okay, hun? To give her something that replicates her finding something in the wild, something dead and gross in the wild. Was it like trimming a beak? Fraught is what it's like. Fraught and slightly nervous or concerned. You don't want me coming in here with a pair of nail clippers, do you? That is not what you want. Like, I'm confident you don't. I know I don't want to do it, and I know you don't want me to do it. It's last time of the month. Yeah, get them accounts done. Get that quick and fired up, or whatever the kids are using these days. It's him again. It's that guy with the tiny little plane with the propeller right at the front thing. Like the really noisy moped engine plane. Go for the hawk look, yeah. I mean, it's very dignified and noble, but sooner or later you're going to have to trim that. I mean, you know, don't you? In your heart of hearts, you know you're going to have to trim it. Yeah, he should be. He's noisy enough bloody plane. Sooner or later you're going to have to trim that. Hey, hello. Should we just pivot to crouch cam slightly? What do you think? There we go. I've got my hand back. Yay! And also, I've got a nice dry crouch cam seat because I brought it in and left it on the radiator. So my crouch cam is lovely and dry. Sky moped, yeah. Because that's what a normal aeroplane sounds like. Totally fine. Pedaling like crazy. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm... I was remember a kid in my sixth form had one of those really crappy mopeds. You had to start by pedaling. It had like bike pedals as well, and you had to start the engine by sort of like furiously pedaling it for like five seconds or something. Really rubbish, really rubbish. But you had a moped and we didn't, so. The Aviaries have been completely fine. A bit of Sophie's roof. There's a little bit of plastic roof over Sophie's warp tube feeder. There's like a separate piece of plastic over that. And, hey, hi! Just seen the reminder. Twitch! Which got a little bit hoppy floppy in the wind, but a tie wrap and a bit of swearing sorted that out. But aside from that, we've been alright, haven't we? I do have to replace the, the noise. The wind was unbelievable, just really bad. You can always tell people who rent a house versus people who own a house, because people who rent a house just go, that wind's strong, isn't it? And people who own a house are like, oh God, please don't wreck the fence. Oh no. Oh God, was that the roof? Oh no, sort of thing. And I'm on team. God, was that the roof? Oh, I hope your headache gets better, buddy. I sympathise. Go, team headache. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Headaches be rubbish. Hope you get short of it. So yeah, the thing I have to do, like, in the next couple of months is replace the piece of plexiglass over the bedroom and the dining room. Have to replace that because it's getting a little bit rickety. It's been on there for like 10 years and it's a little bit brittle now. It's got a little bit UVE and brittly. So I've got to get up there with a step ladder and a drill, and you will completely honk yourself inside out, won't you? Because you hate the step ladder and you hate the drill. So there will be a tremendous amount of squirking. Oh, you meaty girl. Call me Mint Jelly, because I'm on the lam. What's the 10 cents for my order for worms and bird sea candy? Yes, ace. We stocked up a little while ago, actually. We had ours come Sunday lunchtime. We had like a big box from Amazon turn up with like mealworms and suet and all sorts of junk in there. She hates the stepladder because it's big and metal and clanky. That joke was awful. It's the quality you've come to expect. It's a quality you shareholders have rightly come to expect from us. There's something about ladders that she hates. We've got a little set of step, but we've got like a step ladder that we just use for like changing light bulbs and that kind of thing because we're not tall people. And Sophie hates that. If she sees you moving around the house in it, in brittle stuff, something more distance. Yeah, I mean, considering this lasted 10 years, probably the same again. It is legit roofing. It's the ridgy stuff you put on like carports and that kind of thing. Pride. Very few people express pride when they look at me, in fairness. Most people go. I'm fine with heights as long as they're safe. I'm completely okay with heights as long as I know that if I screw up or that kind of thing, I'm safe. If I've got a harness on and that harness and like a belay and that will lock if I slip, completely chill with heights. The moment they're unsafe, I'm gone. You know what I mean? The moment they're even slightly irrit, that's it. We've got a satellite dish on the side of the house, on like the flat side of our house. And I got up there to adjust one of the LMBs, the little microphone bits on the end of the satellite. And climbed up the ladder, completely fine, completely chill. Put my arm out to grab the thing, completely fine. But in doing so, I leant back ever so slightly, just enough for the ladder to go donk away from the wall. It's like, right, this job has ended. Yeah, not scared of heights, scared of falling. Yeah. It's not the falling that gets you, it's the stopping that gets you, yeah. And yeah, I'm fine in skyscrapers, that kind of thing. If there's a guard or something I can hold on to that is solid, completely chill, completely chill. But if I'm sort of leaning over something and the thing that's taking my weight suddenly bends, not chill. Chill ends. Yeah. I'm also fine if it's my responsibility as well. If all I have to do to live is not let go of a thing, then I'm fine with it. You'd still die mid-fall, would you? What, because you'd scream yourself to death? You'd be like, ah! Oh. Is that how it works? Yeah, I like a view. I remember being in the, I remember years ago being in the Venture Scouts, which dates me because Venture Scouts don't exist anymore, but it's the scouting society you join after Scouts. It's like slightly too young to drink Scouts. So, you know, someone's got a driving license, someone can buy alcohol, that sort of age, scouting. And we went climbing and I slipped and fell and the belay didn't lock for what in real life was like a couple of seconds. But I fell legitimately far enough to be able to go, right, that's me lot, that's it. And that was not a nice feeling. That was not a chill feeling at all. She's very well behaved today. She's had a bath, so she's a little bit damp. But she's just hanging around chilling. She's going to poo down my arm any moment, I think. But yeah, I had enough time to sort of like look down at the ground coming up toward me and go, that's me lot. Yeah, not a cool. Should we change hands? There we go. Change hands to somewhere where there's less poo vector. There's less of me this way. And also that hand's a bit warm, I think, yeah? That feeling is not a chill feeling. It took me a little while to get over that. It took me a little while of just like, it took me an afternoon of drinking and people talking to me like, hey Bowdy, are you okay? How you doing, mate? Sort of like, do you want another beer? I bought you a beer. Sort of conversations before I was able to do stuff. Just, yeah, not chill. Yeah, it was a couple of hours sitting on the tailgate of our troop van and just sort of like every now and again someone bringing me a cup of tea or offering me a beer, just like, hey, how you doing? You're looking better. You looks terrible. You're looking great, mate. You know, sort of conversations. It was one of those. I want to be call him Art. Oh, he's a bit shy. Oh, Hans. Oh, buddy. Oh, there we go. No, that's okay. No need to apologise. Actually, from the Aztecs and 2 Native American languages. Eee, cool. Entomology? That's the word, isn't it? Entomology. It's fascinating. How you get words and how you get... Well, that's how that phrase happened and that kind of thing. Ah, ace. Oh, and come on, and get in on it, and come on, buddy. Yeah, etymology. Oh, we're getting yawns and everything. There's that guy. Etymology. Yeah, entomology is for insects. Cool, there we go. Etymology. Cool, we're learning today. Bug science. Magpie o'clock. Yeah, gotta go. Magpie. Ways I can't put into words. Oh, that is That is very strong. That is incredibly strong. That is very good work. What do you think, bird? Points. The thing about that is, it's a huge amount of work for the punchline, and it relies on you knowing 2 words. It relies on like a bit of background knowledge and everything. Yeah, lots of. It's an incredibly long walk to a very small punchline, which is the best sort of joke telling. Yeah, high quality. It's like the I've just lost an electron. Yeah, I'm positive. Sort of jokes, that kind of thing. Yeah, very good. Raccoon was adopted in English from native Powhatan, meaning animal that scratches with its hands. Before dog washer. Steve Dawes changed to making dad jokes at each other. And we'll probably come round. Magpies are, if you're chill around magpies tend to be chill around you. It's one of those sort of situations. It's one of those things where if you just like, if Ant knows they can come and get food, and where they are is no risk and stuff, yeah, you can definitely win over. You can definitely see an animal sort of going, yeah, every time I come here there's something good to eat and the people here are chill. Yeah, I'm gonna keep coming here. And you'll find that like the sort of like radius of place you can leave the food and they're willing to walk up to gets smaller, gets bigger. They're willing to come closer and that kind of thing. You're scared of the pigeons at the bird table. Well, a pigeon would deck you. Pigeons are mean. You know, like wood pigeons are actually surprisingly sturdy. And if you start anything with one, they'll sort you out. They're quite big. And like Beeps and Limpy, our 2, pigeon have you? Aye. Our 2 like garden magpies, Beeps and Limpy, will not start anything with wood pigeons. If like a wood pigeon's on the bird table, they respectfully wait for them to finish and just sort of like, are you gonna eat that? Because sort of look on their faces. Yeah, very rarely does anyone start anything with a wood pigeon. I don't know. Other than starlings, because starlings have got numbers. Starlings turn up like 20 at a time and just go, all right, geezer, this is ours. I love the way pigeons do that. Yeah, I love the way wood pigeons end on the 3rd beat. They end mid-bar, and it just makes I'm by no means a professional musician, but every time I hear it, my brain goes, oh, why you gotta stop mid-bar like that? Oh, it really hurts. There's an extra beat that my brain's going for. Really distracting. I know, right? So this is chill, isn't it? This is very chill today. There's no zoomies because you've already had a bath. Yeah, starlings do. They just like warp in 20, 30 at a time. There's a house at the bottom of our garden sort of thing. There's like, the house is over there, like the people with the trampoline, I think it is, have a starling's nest. No, it's the people next to the trampoline people. Poop. I saw that one coming a mile away. Have a starling nest in the eaves of their roof. Like between the roof line and the tiles, there are starlings living. So they're only sort of like 50 metres, if that, from us. So they've got used to our garden being the place for food. I did be the side, but not the side bit. That was, yeah. Just when it ends, leaving you musically hanging like that is such a weird sensation. It's such like a weird sort of, very unfulfilling. There's a symphony that does that as well. There's a piece of like orchestral music that ends ends mid-bar, and you're just like, do I clap now? I mean, I've heard this piece of music hundreds of times, but I'm going to wait for someone else to start clapping before, someone else who looks older than me to start clapping before I clap. Bluetooth checkout. Bird box once been decided again. Oh. Controlled by composer. Yeah, he's sitting there just going on. Oh, yeah, end there. That's going to make a fool out of somebody. You can annoy musicians by repeatedly playing scales and leaving the final note an octave higher out. You monster! you absolute monster! Do not do things like that. I pretty much guarantee you the Blue Tits will be back once they know. We've got two bird houses on the fence between us and Ryan out that way, and one of them did business 2 years ago, but none of them did business this year. But yeah, Grand Valise or something it's called, isn't it? Yeah, there is. Yeah, I have heard, not for ages, but I have heard the piece of music, and that's weird musical equivalent of, don't know, but yeah, that's a weird thing to listen to. Oh, no, anywhere you live, boo, boo. They are very regional. I remember when I went to Hungary, I went to Budapest, I didn't see a single magpie. I saw hooded crows, but not a single magpie. And I was looking. What you doing, bird? But no, that's don't. That's TOS. Come on, buddy. But don't do that. Twitch, you kick us off. Lewd. Nah. A little bit of poo on my hand. There we go. What you think, bird? We just went spicy. Ah, I think I know what's happening. The female must be moving around in the house. Oh, I think, yeah, there are some regional differences in songs. I've heard regional differences in magpie voices. As I say, when Sophie first moved into this aviary, the vocalizations that she made up until the day she moved in here were completely different to the vocalizations that she makes now. She, when she was in the house, she spoke the language that she had always spoken. She had always spoken like a series of herps and squirks and noises that were hers. But when she moved out into this aviary, the first time she heard only corvids. Oh no! The first time she heard a wild magpie, she answered it in the same dialect as that magpie, and she has never made any of her inside noises since. It's almost as if her locale was off. She's like, oh, okay. When I hit shift and 2, I get an at. I need to get a quote. I need to change my regional setting. And yeah, she changed on a dime and has never made the indoor noises since. What do you think, bird? Yeah, like there's a recording of indoor magpie, and such an IT reference. I know, right? That's literally the only place I have to go. And it doesn't sound anything like Sophie. It just doesn't sound. The whoops and the chirps and the hers and stuff she makes are completely different language she's speaking. Aye, from up north, isn't it? Aye, bird. Up Yorkshire way. Aye. What do you think? So here we are, back at Kissy Camp. Kissy Camp's nicer because it's at the same height as me. Aye, yeah, she's originally from Yorkshire. So she's a proud Yorkshire lass. Oh yeah. Cheering on the wrong side at cricket won't do. There's magpie and lots of mice in it. Oh, take the mice. Oh. hang on, the original music ends on a different note, and Nokia changed it for some reason, so now the original sounds wrong and unresolved. Oh, God. Ah. Oh. Oh, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? It's gonna cause pain. Look, but a tiny bit of sun, mate. Like, I'm actually warm in this coat today. The exact opposite of what I was feeling this time yesterday. What? What can you see? We've got some very strange zoops happening here. Hang on. Oh. That's because the Raven is going past. Yeah, we had that. We had -1 and it's like 10 or 11 here today. Yeah, there's what we think is a raven that lives at the bottom of at the bottom of our road. There's a park, and like in the park there's some scrubland and like a little brook. And we've got there's a raven that lives there, and occasionally it flies over our house, which is what it's doing now, and that's setting off your bird. Setting off your bird, somewhat chronic. Oh, thanks, mate. Okay. All right, come on, let's do the lolly stick, because I've got to eat my lunch and go back to work. Also, boo, don't want to return to work. I'm trying to stay out here. Right, gang. If you've just stumbled across us on Twitch, nearly said it. If you just stumbled across us on Twitch and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is @BreeSophieBree. And there's also a WordPress wiki and a Discord you can get involved in. If you want more bird chat, there is a Discord. Both of those are linked from Sophie's Twitter profile. Or if you prefer, you can just Google Sophie the Magpie. There we go, proper end card. Right, cheers everybody, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.